Hello dear students. In the last video we have discussed about properties of video, and in this video I am going to discuss about properties of audio. Digital audio including digitized speech and music has significantly lower bandwidth requirements than video. This audio requires lower bandwidth compared to the video. Digital audio, however, has its own unique properties that must be considered when designing multimedia network applications. Let's first consider how analog audio, which humans and musical instruments generate, is converted to a digital signal. First, the analog audio signal is sampled at some fixed rate, for example, at 8,000 samples per second. The value of each sample is an arbitrary real number. Each of these samples is then rounded to one of a finite number of values. This operation is referred to as quantization. The number of such finite values called quantization values is typically a power of 2. For example, 256 quantization values. Each of the quantization values is represented by a fixed number of bits. For example, if there are 256 quantization values, then each value and hence each audio sample is represented by 1 byte. The bit representations of all the samples are then concatenated together to form the digital representation of the signal. For playback through audio speakers, the digital signal can then be converted back, that is decoded, to an analog signal. However, the decoded analog signal is only an approximation of the original signal, and the sound quality may be noticeably degraded. For example, high frequency sounds may be missing in the decoded signal. By increasing the sampling rate and the number of quantization values, the decoded signal can better approximate the original analog signal. Thus, as with video, there is a trade-off between the quality of the decoded signal and the bit rate and storage requirements of the digital signal. The basic encoding technique is pulse code modulation, that is PCM, pulse code modulation. Speech encoding often uses pulse code modulation, and also audio compact disc, that is compact disc CD, uses pulse code modulation. Pulse code modulation encoded speech and music, however, are rarely used in the internet. Instead, as with the video, compression techniques are used to reduce the bit rates of the stream. Human speech can be compressed to less than 10 kbps and still be intelligible. A popular compression technique for near CD quality stereo music is MPEG 1 layer 3, more commonly known as MP3. MP3 encoders can compress to many different rates. In that 128 kbps is the most common encoding rate and produces very little sound degradation. A related standard is Advanced Audio Coding, AAC, which has been popularized by Apple. As with video, multiple versions of a pre-recorded audio stream can be created, each at a different bitrate. Although audio bitrates are generally much less than those of video, users are generally much more sensitive to audio glitches than the video glitches. Because, for example, a video conference taking place over the internet. If from time to time the video signal is lost for a few seconds, the video conference can likely proceed without too much user frustration. But the audio signal is frequently lost. The users may have to terminate the session. Okay. Thank you.